Last month, a guy in the comments of one of my videos said something that stopped the cold. He said he'd been getting his tires rotated every 6,000 miles for 3 years straight, religiously, never missed it, set a reminder in his phone every time, and still had to replace 2 tires way earlier than he should have. One side worn down to the wear bars, the other side still had good tread left. 3 years of paying for rotations, and his tires wore unevenly anyway. How does that happen? I want to answer that, but before I do, I need to show you something that's going to completely change how you think about tire rotation, because there are actually 3 separate ways a shop can rotate your tires and charge you full price, and only one of them is correct for your specific car. The other 2 are either pointless or they're actually making your tire wear worse. And the scary part is that most shops, not shady back alley places, I'm talking national chains and dealerships, are doing it wrong on a huge percentage of cars every single day. I'll tell you exactly which one applies to your car later in this video. But first, let me explain why this service has become such a mess in the first place. Tire rotation used to be simple. Cars were mostly rear-wheel drive, tires were mostly symmetrical, and you just moved them in an X pattern every so often and called it done. Then everything changed. Front-wheel drive became the norm, all-wheel drive exploded in popularity, performance cars started coming with directional tires, staggered fitments, wider tires in the back than the front, became standard on sports cars and even some SUVs. The rotation patterns needed to evolve with all of that. The shops didn't always keep up, and in a lot of cases, they still haven't. And here's where the first problem lives: the pattern. Most shops default to one pattern for everything that rolls through the door, usually a basic forward cross or a straight front-to-back swap. It takes the least time, requires the least thinking, and looks like a rotation was done. The car goes up, the tires come off, they go back on in a different order, the car comes down, job done. Except whether that pattern is actually right for your car depends on 3 things: what drivetrain you have, whether your tires are directional, and whether your front and rear tires are the same size. Most service advisors at the counter don't check any of those 3 things before sending your car back. They just rotate it. Now here's the part I told you I'd get back to: the 3 types of tires and what actually needs to happen with each one. If you have non-directional tires, meaning no arrow on the sidewall, tread pattern looks roughly symmetrical, you have the most flexibility. The correct pattern for a front-wheel drive car is rearward cross. The rear tires come straight forward and the front tires cross to opposite rear corners. Why? Because front-wheel drive cars wear the front tires dramatically faster than the rears. Steering, braking, and acceleration all happen at the front. The rearward cross pattern compensates for that imbalance by giving the rear tires a longer stay on the front axle where the work actually happens. If your shop is doing a simple straight front-to-back swap on your front-wheel drive car, they're not maximizing the evenness of your wear. You're paying for something that's only doing half the job. For rear-wheel drive, it's the opposite: forward cross. Rear tires wear harder on RWD because they're putting down the power, so you want the front tires moving to the rear. Shops that run the same default rearward cross pattern on every car, regardless of drivetrain, are getting this backwards on RWD cars. And AWD cars should generally get the rearward cross too, but this varies by manufacturer. Always check your owner's manual for AWD because some brands are specific about it, and the wrong pattern on an AWD car can actually cause stress on the drivetrain over time. Now here's where the real problem is: directional tires. These are tires with a V-shaped tread pattern and an arrow on the sidewall showing which direction they're supposed to spin. They're designed to channel water outward in one specific rotational direction for maximum wet traction. The whole engineering purpose of that V-groove is to throw water away from the contact patch as fast as possible. If you put a directional tire on the opposite side of the car, it now spins the wrong direction. The V pattern that was designed to throw water away from the contact patch is now funneling water in. Your wet grip drops, your noise goes up, your fuel efficiency drops slightly. And this actually happened to someone in a Honda Clarity forum I came across. They drove an entire year with their directional tires mounted in reverse after a shop rotated them incorrectly. Worst range they'd ever had, noisy ride, had no idea why until a different shop caught it. Directional tires can only be rotated front to back on the same side of the car.
Left front goes to left rear, right front goes to right rear. They cannot cross sides without dismounting the tire from the rim, flipping it, and remounting it, which is a whole separate service that most shops won't do unless you specifically ask. So if you have directional tires and your shop is doing a cross pattern, your tires are now running backwards on two corners of your car. You paid for a rotation that actively made things worse. How do you know if your tires are directional? Look at the sidewall. There's an arrow and usually the word rotation with a direction indicator. Takes 5 seconds to check. Most people have never looked. Go look before your next service appointment. And then there's the third scenario, staggered fitment. Some performance cars and sports SUVs come from the factory with wider tires on the rear than the front, different size front to rear. You literally cannot rotate these tires at all in a traditional sense. They can't swap axles because they physically don't fit. And yet, there are shops that will still charge you a rotation fee on a staggered fitment car, move nothing, and hand you your keys back. If your front and rear tires are different sizes, do not pay for a rotation. There is nothing to rotate. Ask before you pay. It's a completely straightforward question. Are my front and rear tires the same size? And the answer tells you everything. So back to the guy in the comments who spent 3 years paying for rotations that didn't even out his wear. My guess, and it's a pretty educated one, is that he had front-wheel drive, his shop was doing a straight front-to-back swap instead of the correct rearward cross, and his front tires were still spending too much time on the front axle doing all the hard work. 3 years of paying for a service done in the wrong pattern. The tires rotated, they just rotated incorrectly, and the shop collected full price every single time. Here's what you do right now. 2 things. First, look at your tires and check for the rotation arrow. Directional or not, you need to know this before your next rotation. Second, next time you're at a shop getting a rotation, just ask them directly, what pattern are you using and is it right for my drivetrain? A good shop will answer that question without blinking. A good tech will actually appreciate that you asked because it means they can do the job properly. A bad shop will look at you like you just asked them something unreasonable, and that reaction alone tells you everything you need to know about whether you should be leaving your car there. The rotation itself is a legitimate service. Done correctly, it genuinely extends your tire life and saves you real money over the long run. But done with the wrong pattern on your car, or worse, done incorrectly on directional tires, it ranges from useless to actually counterproductive, and the shop still charges you either way. Know your tire type, know your drivetrain, and stop assuming the guy behind the counter checked before he sent your car back.